All right, you guys, here I am with another video. All of this is, of course, predicated toward getting the Bears good, better, best. I really do see that this team is actually going to, at some point, hit the Super Bowl. There's no way with this amount of talent and, this head coach and the defensive coordinator. These guys are both head coaches in their own rights. And they both are putting their heads together to work everything out. In year one, we got Ben Johnson to get this 5-win team that Eberflus led, didn't even lead, all the way to 11 wins. And it seemed like the one major issue, which wasn't really the issue in the divisional round in the playoffs, was the defense. But a lot of that pressure was put on the offense to actually perform a lot more than they actually needed to perform prior to that actual game. I think adding one perennial edge rusher completely changes this team and literally brings us to the glory land in the Super Bowl. But there's no wishing that we could have or would have. But now the next step is moving forward, and how do we actually get these perennial edge rushers? My number one choice is Myles Garrett. There's nobody like this guy in the NFL, and I got a couple ways to actually get him. I know you guys are actually thinking, "Hey, he's too expensive." I know. One way that we could do this is by actually extending DJ Moore. A lot of these facts actually came from TTNL, the TTNL podcast. These guys literally know what they're talking about. They don't mind going against the grain, and that's kind of how I am. I don't care about what the popular media says about X, Y, and Z. I want what's best for my actual team. I've been watching this team. I want them to win the Super Bowl. Extend DJ Moore, extend Montez Sweat, and extend Cole Kmet. I know these guys are our three big trade targets because of their salary cap, but if you extend them and just give them like a bonus on their salary, I really do think that we can open up from like whatever the cap space is right now. We can open up about $60 to $80 million with just those three guys. I do think that all of them kind of work their way into staying here. I don't think Montez Sweat is like a real viable trade option unless we're trading him to a team that actually needs an edge rusher because we're grabbing theirs. But that guy kind of proved his weight. He had no interior defensive lineman. All he needed was a little bit of help, and I think help on the other side of where he plays, will help him immensely. And a lot of these guys are really playing for notoriety. They're not playing necessarily for money, even though money does come with playing with the Chicago Bears. I do think that they want to win, and winning felt good for them coming from the Chicago Bears, especially DJ Moore. I think we keep talking about trading him and moving him, but man, I really do think that guy is a valuable piece here in Chicago, especially with what Ben Johnson wants to do. So I hope we can extend